Hi, so this is my artistic representation. I know it's really hard to see, so I'll put this piece of paper so you can kind of look at it a little bit better. Oh, oh, see if this helps. Oh, no, that doesn't help. Okay, so I'll just kind of like tilt it in a way so you can kind of see these a little bit better. I'm sorry, that's really hard to read. Um, So I'll just kind of read through this. So this is what I think a teacher should be. Oh, that kind of helps. Am I able to? Okay. Anyways, this is what I think a teacher should be. So I think a teacher should be flexible, adaptive, and inclusive, welcoming to all students, nurturing towards those students, prepared for any questions or situations, connecting with their students on a personal level, understanding of their students and their emotions, a role model to future members of society, caring of all students and their cultures, patient with your students, because patience is a virtue, building positive relationships, knowing the content that they teach, making creative and fun lesson plans, incorporating collaborative learning, creating a safe, loving, diverse, communicative classroom, supportive of their students, uh, including of all religions and their cultures, engaging and experimental. So those are what I think are key points in becoming a teacher and what a teacher should be as a teacher in general. So my mission is to teach and make an impact on the future citizens while making them feel nurtured and safe. So I was looking at some articles and it found out that students would rather be called like citizens and like adults. They don't want to be talked into like as a child, like they want to be talked to as an adult, which I respect. So I think that calling them their future citizens, which they are, is a good way to say that rather than calling them children and kids. So this course really helped me learn how to be equitable and create that diversity in my classroom and make sure if I do have a diverse classroom, I know how to handle that situation. So some like strategies that can help with that is doing collaborative learning, which I was never a fan of group projects growing up, but I see how important it is nowadays that you get that collaborative learning and get that social interaction between the students and how they interact with each other. So I think collaborative learning, whether it be through fun, creative projects or learning systems or just normal learning activities and having them do it in groups, I think it's a really great way to get all those students working together and making that a diverse classroom and making them all work together. You know, partnership is a very important life skill that they should learn in life. Um, some obstacles, of course, is going to be like bullying, which is sad because if you look at it, bullying has never really gone away. You know, it's only been kind of covered up or mostly helped, but there's always that one person that's always going to be that way, and you can never help it, which is really sad. And I feel like everyone can change. So there's possibly a way to get those people to change, but it's going to be harder for those um, obstacles. So, a way that these obstacles can become overcame is by like just having that school-wide rule of if we catch bullying, this is the action we'll do, and this is what will take place to those who are being bullied and everything, and making sure that those who are bullied and the bullies themselves are talked to and make sure that they're doing okay because it's a hard thing for those children or those adults or teenagers or no matter what age it is, it's just a hard thing to go to. And so making sure that those people are okay is one of the most important things when it comes down to bullying. Um, so something I learned about myself throughout this course is that I learned that I am for sure in the right career for me. I felt a little nervous at first going into this. I knew I wanted to be a teacher, but I didn't know if it was right for me. And I think after taking this course, I kind of made it more real for me and made it something that I know will be what is right for me. Um, so, to my future self, I would advise that doing group activities are awesome and don't be scared of them. Don't really look down on them because they're great for just inclusiveness and getting that diversity going throughout the groups and just making sure everyone's included. And I really like the idea of group activities now. There are so many educational tools out there that can be used and incorporated in a classroom no matter what it is. There's always something out there that can help. um, that sometimes you need to reach out to those students. So while some students are really good hiders and they can, say that they're doing good, everyone's going through something at some point in their life. And I think as a teacher, you should be more open to seeing that and making sure that your students are okay. And you could always just do an anonymous thing like, hey, we'll do a anonymous check-in box, and in this box they can put how they feel, and after the week goes by you can go through those and talk to them throughout the class and make sure that everyone knows that emotions are important, because nowadays in society men are told usually that they shouldn't feel, that they shouldn't talk about their emotions, and that since they're men they should just grow up. And I feel like that's just something that's really wrong. And so I feel making sure these children at a young age learn that talking about your emotions is okay is something that will help them greatly in life and help them in so many situations. And it's a great thing. So I think that having that opportunity for those children to speak about how they feel is great, and just making sure that you're there for them if they need it. Um, Also, don't be scared of the special needs kids. So they deserve to be in that general ed classroom. If they can learn in it, they should be in it. There's no reason for them to be hiding away in some resource room. There's always room for more children in the education system. And I think it's really great to include those people. And like I said, collaborative learning is a great way to get that going, and making sure that they get that social interaction that they may be lacking or that they already have. But maybe, social interaction is good for everyone. I think everyone has learned this throughout this whole quarantine that this entire nation and the world has been going through. Um, I also think that being taught life skills at a young age is really important, and like learning just fun things. Like when I was younger, we learned Spanish, and I think that's an amazing life skill to learn because there's so many different cultures and everything out there, and there's so many great things out there, and children learn better when they're younger. So pushing that on them when they're younger is a great way to get them more involved into the culture and their surroundings and everything. So I feel like that should be taught, and just general life skills, whether it be them learning how to do their taxes in high school, because let me tell you, I wish I knew how to do taxes. um, but I think just those life skills in general are a great thing for those people and children to learn. No matter what age you are, you should learn some type of life skill. Um, Kids should also be kids. There's a certain limit and line that should be drawn when your kids are sitting there for hours doing homework. I feel that yes, learning is important and getting those messages across and making sure they understand the content is very important, but they shouldn't be sitting at a desk for hours on end, and they should be also like playing. They should be reading what they want to read, doing their interests and hobbies in life. They should be able to be kids when they're not in school as well. So making sure that you don't pile on too much homework is a great thing, because kids need to be kids. They're going to grow up in high school and realize that they need to start getting a job and everything else. So I think when kids have the chance, they should be kids. And so don't push them when they should be a kid.